Hello. Today I'm speaking to you from our Miami Beach law office, and I'm talking about marriage cases for immigration. We see many clients in our office who come in because they want to marry someone from another country. And today in particular I'm going to be talking about what do you do if the person you want to marry is living abroad in a foreign country. So this is a very common question. I hear it at least every week, sometimes multiple times in a week. And there's a couple of options available. First, there's the Fianc Visa. If you want to bring your future spouse to the United States before marriage, you can apply for a Fianc Visa. These visas take quite a while, so it could easily take 1 year till the person would be here from the time that you actually file the case. Another option that a lot of people want to do or think about is having the fiancé come to the U.S. on a visitor visa. Of course, in order to get a visitor visa or enter on a visitor visa, you're supposed to be coming to the United States temporarily for a visit. So if your plan is really to get married, in addition to just coming for a visit, that does present some issues. In fact, I used to see a lot of cases where the immigration officer would allege at the marriage interview for immigration that the person entered by fraud, that when they came into the U.S. as a visitor, it was really their intention to immigrate by marriage, and therefore they fraudulently entered as a visitor or a tourist. Nowadays, I rarely see that issue. In fact, I haven't seen it for at least 10 years. But one needs to be very careful about coming to the U.S. that way, and then getting married, and then filing for the green card. Having said that, I see it happen all the time, and it's certainly an option that people do consider. The final option that people consider would be to get married either here in the U.S. or abroad, and then go through what's called consular processing. So your spouse stays abroad, and you file the I-130 visa petition package here in the United States. That gets approved. It goes to the National Visa Center here in the U.S., and eventually your spouse would be scheduled for an interview back in their home country. This process easily takes a year, just like the fiancé visa. So for those in a hurry, they typically would come through the process of entering as a visitor or as a student or on some other non-immigrant visa. And then once they're here, at some point, you'd be able to get married and then file the entire adjustment of status process. And in the two offices we have, one in Houston, that whole process takes about 3 to 3.5 months right now. Our office in Miami, it easily takes 6 to 12 months or longer. And in other parts of the country, it takes anywhere from 2 months to a year and sometimes longer.